James the Lesser, we don't know how to do any polls with anything yet. Like, I'm looking to do polls with Nightbot and stuff, and I think it would still work here on YouTube like we were trying to get it to work on Twitch.
Here we go.
Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with DSP crying because, guys, the tips have been great, but I need you, yes, you, to give me more super chats and members. Used to be over 500 members, and I'm down to 466, guys. Now, my theory is he's trying to refinance, or he's trying to get a credit. He's trying to do something that requires a very consistent paycheck. Now, he can't use tips because, guys, I can't show my PayPal accounts, multiple of them. They might report me. So he's trying to use just the YouTube check, which is usually around $4,000 to $5,000 easily, if not more, every month. Anyways, let's watch.
Let's continue. By the way, I will say this. If you guys tonight, if you can support the stream, please do. And what I mean by that is not just a couple people doing tips, but, you know, as little as a little super chat or a membership or a gifted membership. As you can see, we lost a lot of members. Again, we were over 500 members the other day. I go on break, I come back, we're down another 50. And it's like, it sucks because I need to have that kind of, you know, how can I say? The tips have been great. And everyday tips are great, but...
Because I need that, what? I think he means consistent income, that consistent check to show up to the banks.
That's not going to support, yeah, that's not enough to just support the entire channel. It's everything. It's people having that ongoing membership, a super chat here or there, because that's the YouTube revenue that I really rely on. And usually that's a given. And in the last month and a half, it has definitely declined big time. So anything as little as a little super chat or a membership or a gifted membership here or there helps a lot.
I like that super sticker that just popped up from the blimp.
Understand, you know, I may not be standing here talking about them all day because, oh, the tips are great, but really those things help, and those things have gone dipped a ton. It would be great if we could get some more support in that regard, okay? Speaking of which, we have a couple to shout out. Blackout became a member tonight. Well, actually, re-upped their membership, it looks like, because it didn't count as a new one. Thank you, Blackout. And the Blimp just did a super chat, so thank you to the Blimp for the super chat here. There's a couple more tips to shout out, and then we're going to get ready to start.
And mind you, this is the pre-stream on a night stream, so it's very, very short. He's already over $45 in tips.
So, I got another $5 tip.
Make that 50.
From Big Papa Phil. Everyone who tries to retcon your Street Fighter ability, I think it's obvious to remember, or obvious to everyone now, you are familiar with Street Fighter 6's systems. Your performance with a new character like Luke shows your true skill. Even without any optimized combos or matchup knowledge, the strength of your fundamentals and overall Street Fighter skill is allowing you to outplay good players who simply don't have your overall skill and background. If you play more, you'll master multiple characters. Great stream today. Thank you. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you didn't notice, I was literally learning on the fly. Honda's doing a butt slam. Usually every character has to block it. I was reversal uppercutting it, and it works with Luke. It beats it. You know, from mid-screen, usually every character has to block and or be very defensive against JP. Nope, I'll just do my level 1 super and blow through it and punch it right in the face with a bunch of projectiles, and it works. But you have to try these things, and I do them a couple times. You realize they work. Wow, I just learned. I'm learning Luke. But that's the thing. This is how I learn. I'm serious. This is how I learn by playing.
You don't learn ever.
This is how it always used to be. There was no labbing back in the day. Would you sit in the arcade playing against that CPU? No, you play people. This is how I learn Street Fighter. So this is how I get into stuff. You know, second nature is jump.
Well, how come that didn't help you when you were playing against Luke, who was master, and he kicked your ass? And you literally took your hands out of the controller and just gave up. Anyways, I was Googling it, and he has the bankruptcy. It's still not that far off from the bankruptcy. But the bankruptcy was during COVID. And if you Google it, you'll find that, oh, well, it was a COVID bankruptcy. That's totally different from a regular bankruptcy, guys. It's a COVID bankruptcy, meaning that they went bankrupt because of COVID. Well, COVID's not around anymore, so their business is back to normal, right? So if you show the consistent YouTube paycheck, you show a consistent amount of money coming to you every month, the bank would be like, well, he must have lost a bunch of funds during COVID. And it was COVID's fault. It was not his fault. He did nothing wrong. He did everything correct. I guess not every bank's gonna be like that. But apparently, some might be like that. Some companies might be like, well, it was a COVID bankruptcy and COVID just hit everyone like that. A lot of companies went bankrupt during COVID because it was COVID. It was not their fault. They did nothing wrong. They did everything correct. Just like this fine young man. He clearly did nothing wrong. It was just COVID bit him in the ass. Well, now they were out of COVID. Oh, wow, look at that. He consistently gets $5,000 plus every month. We might be willing to give him a loan or refinance his house. or give him a loan using the house as collateral. Hopefully, Kiwi Farms or wherever they're at now, keep an eye on this. Because if he actually does, let's say he gets a $40,000 business loan using the house as collateral for the loan, how long will it take for the trolls and detractors to find that out? How long will it take for somebody to be like, huh, he just mentioned that he got this fixed and that fixed, and he just got a new computer, and he just got this, and he just got... Now, according to him, the Dutch brothers donated the computer, and according to him, the Dutch brothers donated the new shower and the new dishwasher, and then... But what if he got a loan? Go into the Google machines, go into the dark web or whatever. I don't know how they do it. Like, oh, hey, look at that. DSP Gaming or Burnout Enterprise just got a $40,000 business loan. Oh, now we know where DSP is getting all this money from for all the new PC and shower fix and new dishwasher. I think one sign of this happening would be, guys, I am so sick for the entire weekend. I cannot show up to work. I am so sorry. Then him come back on Tuesday. Guys, I feel so much better now, but we got to make up for all the money I lost over the weekend while I was sick. Like, wow, DSP, a good thing to see you're feeling so much better. What did you have? The cold. Yeah, it was the cold that lasted for 72 hours, guys. Because he does not hide that shit well. At all. You know what, let's continue a little bit farther just to see what he does.
In, playing, and, you know, trying to do my best. It sucks when I got a character like Ryu where I'm not really, it's not clicking, and then I'm losing a ton because I was in Diamond, but today, but Luke is kind of the opposite. I think it's because Luke is a damn good character in the game. Oh, excuse me. Dinner was good at Willow. We had a new recipe, a chicken bacon. It was very delicious. Wade says, your Street Fighter streams have been hype. I always wonder how good you'd be with Blanc if only you played him, and now you know. I'm doing pretty damn good with him. The Blimp says, you were a monster with Luke earlier today. You'll master him for sure. Mental, how much you dominated with him.
Why are you rocking back and forth so much? It's so weird to see every time.
Necessarily dominating, it was more counterplaying, seeing what they were going to do and working around it. Because I don't know dominating strategies with Luke. I'm just countering what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
There's Lane and Manuel
and I received
ban.
another $1 tip.
Nope. That was Lane and Manuel ban, but he's actually getting
and,
money.
It's another idiotic troll who I ignore this guy every time he tips. Yeah, he keeps tipping because he's just stupid. So I ignore him again.
That's another thing I wanted to point out. He is now consistently admitting that he gets a bunch of tips that he just doesn't add to the board. It's a troll tip. Well, what do they say? I'm not rating it, guys. It's a troll. What if it's something as simple as, did you spend any time practicing off-stream? No, I didn't spend any time practicing off-stream. You don't have any time for that. You're a troll for even suggesting that. How much is he hiding? How much in tips is he hiding every day? Because he's been doing this consistently for the past few days now, of admitting that he's getting tips, he's just not adding them to the board. Which is it, DSP? How much are you getting? Are you getting $10 that you're not adding? 20? 30? How much are you getting in tips that you literally just do not add to your board? So, piece of piece, he keeps track of all this stuff. He's probably going to be off by, I don't know, $10, $15 a day. Every day. And how long has this been going on? But he's just now admitting to it. He's just now admitting that, yeah, he gets troll tips, or what he considers troll tips, just doesn't add them to the board. He could have been doing this all year. So all year he could have been getting an extra $10 a day. Let's see, you were in the 7th month. 7 times 30 is 210, but minus off days off. Let's say 180. So hey, you get an extra $1,800. Oh, that would have probably paid for the, what'd you call it? The garbage disposal he had done. $1,800 definitely would have paid for the garbage disposal. And maybe blood work for Jasper. Just saying. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.